have reached the landfill. And right here. Go over to the scale, get our scale ticket. Like there's anybody ahead of us right now anyway. This guy should be going to the left-hand scale. We go to the right-hand scale. Right at 80,000, 79,920 pounds. Over to the tarp rack, untarp the load, and then we'll head down to the tipper. Up here in front of the tarp rack and stop. I got to unhook all the bungee cords that are holding my tarp on. Then we'll pull in and roll the tarp up and head down the hill. So I'll be back with you here in just a few minutes. Okay, we're all finished untarping. Everything's strapped down where it needs to be. We're gonna head on down into the pit. I think I got a dang fly in the front of my truck here. Open the windows and see if it'll fly out. Probably not. I'll probably let 3 more in. No shortage of flies down here at the dump. Up the hill here. Tippers will be down to our left when we get down to the pit. Circle around in front of them and stage up and get ready to back on. See what kind of line there is. If there's a bunch of people waiting, I doubt it. I don't think there's much going on down here today. I think a lot of guys took time off for the holiday. All right, put the windows back up. I don't know if that fly flew out or not, but it's too loud with the windows open. Nope, he's still in here. Get you. They just graded this road this morning. Grader was out while I was going down for my first run. It's already beat up. Doesn't take long. There's only a couple of trucks down there ahead of us. That's going to work out good. Get my radio on.
Power on. 1.
Always easy to pick the right path going through here. You try to follow the tracks that everybody else has made and hope they don't lead you into something real soft. It's not unheard of to get these trucks stuck out here. I've never gotten stuck. This Mac does a good job. I've gotten close. I've felt it really bogged down, but I've always been able to power out of it. Pull up here. Let that guy finish backing onto his tipper before we pull out and stage. This guy's on his way down. Go ahead and stage here on this first one, I guess. Get lined up. There we go. I can see the tipper pretty well. I'll just wait here for him. He'll have room to get out right there. I've got to hop out, strap up my mud flaps on my truck here, and I'll be right back. Okay, I had to get out, hook up my mud flaps, and I had to unlock the tailgate and drop the airbags on the trailer so that it wouldn't jump over the top of the tipper when I got up on there. So now we're backing up onto the tipper. This is tipper A. This one, of course, it's a little bit narrower for some reason than the other one. They're both made by the same company, but so there's not a ton of room on there. I got I think about 3 inches on each side to play with. So go slow. Some guys like to zip up on there, but I don't. I go slow. I don't want to blow a tire hitting the side rail. Big bump right here at the bottom of the tipper. Oh. There it goes. Big hole right there. bit. Alright, try her again. There it goes. Big hole at the tip. Ooh, it's giving me some trouble here with this hole. Get to where we get to the back, right there. Like that. Make sure we're hard up against it. We are. Okay, I'm going to turn the inside camera off while I do the tip, just because it's going to be just looking out here at the ground. Well, alright. We're out of the landfill, finally. Had all kinds of issues going on there. That was probably my my worst effort at getting onto the tipper in quite some time. It gave me quite a bit more trouble than it usually does. Then I had camera failures, both of them. The battery went dead on them. So I just got that sorted out, got both the cameras reset with new batteries, and so we're ready to go, heading back north again. And we'll see what the traffic's going to be like. Hopefully it's not going to be too horrible yet, but it's almost 11 o'clock in the morning. So I imagine there's going to be a lot of traffic going northbound. So we'll just have to see. So I'll be back with you here in a little bit. Well, we took a little detour. I don't know if I needed to or not. There was a sign out this morning that said the northbound ramp off of Grand Avenue getting on to the northbound 303 was going to be closed from 9 o'clock till like 1 o'clock. And so I couldn't see it well enough to be sure it was open. And so I went ahead, headed south here. We're supposed to take South 303 to Bell, cut back over, and then get northbound at Bell. So that's what I'm doing. Take a little extra time. It's only, Bell Road's right here. It's only like 3 miles down the 303 to Bell. So just in case, I would have hated to go over there and try to turn north off of Grand and have it be blocked, and then I got to go down, and who knows where I'd find a turnaround down there somewhere. So little detours, not a big deal. Should be an easy U-turn right here, basically. Not too much traffic, I hope. Stay a little bit to the right so I don't catch the top of that fence right there with my trailer. Alright, that didn't take too long. Back northbound again. Easy peasy. Not too much traffic on the 303. At least not yet. So I'll see you guys a little bit further north. A sign of things to come. The on-ramp getting onto I-17 northbound right here is way backed up, and I-17 up above us is crawling. So there's no telling what we're in for. A long, slow slog going northward. have to worry about getting a speeding ticket today, that's for sure. All I got to worry about now is 5 million impatient drivers. Hopefully nobody's going to do anything real crazy and end up causing an accident and really slow things down. Of course, that could be what's causing this right now. There might already be an accident. See what's going to happen with the cars coming up beside me. Looks like this guy in the white pickup is actually going to let me in. What a nice dude that is. I'm going to wave at him, so thank you. That was cool. He's got a level head. He knows what the heck. Why try to get in front of that truck? It's not going to save him any time. Bummer that he has to look at the back of my truck, but I'm sure he'll end up passing me up here pretty soon. Got a camera over on the driver's side rear view mirror of my truck, out on the side, facing backwards, of course, so we'll be able to see the traffic back there. I won't leave that on all the time. This is going to be going slow for a while, so we'll just go in and out with the camera and look at it as we go north. We're moving along pretty good right now. We're just about to Black Canyon City. Now I see brake lights coming on everywhere, but we were moving along pretty good. We passed a big digital billboard back there a while ago that said there was an accident a few miles ahead of us, so that was probably what initially caused all this. I would assume they've got that cleaned up and out of the way. But that doesn't mean the damage has not already been done. Once you bog down traffic like this on this highway, it's really hard to get out of it. So we're just going to enjoy the view as we tool along here. We're starting up the Black Canyon grade in just a little bit, and so trucks 13 tons and over have to stay in the right lane anyway. So there's no use in being in a hurry. I'm sure I'm going to get behind somebody slow, and that'll just be that. They probably won't be going too much slower than everybody is right now, though. Keep this guy from cutting in front of me. That's good. This hill is, I don't know, 7 or 8 miles long. So it won't take us that long to get up, but even if we're going slow, 10, maybe 15 minutes at the most. I'm glad this is my last run for sure. This is going to throw me back, and so I wouldn't be even getting, gosh, it's already 12 o'clock, so I wouldn't even be getting back to the yard till 1:30. At this kind of rate, would have made for a really long day. probably too long. Probably would have gone beyond my 14-hour limit. You could have a 14-hour shift, 11 hours total driving, and this would have almost certainly put me beyond that. Almost at the top of the grade, Black Canyon grade on I-17 northbound. Just trying to slow down again. There was one Walmart truck ahead of me, and then this guy with the camper right in front of me just got in there. The Walmart truck was going a little slower than everybody else, but not bad. So I don't know what slowed down that left-hand lane so much. A bunch of them passed me earlier. Now I've caught back up to them, so something up there ahead is bogging them all down. We get to the top of the hill and then everybody starts jockeying around. The trucks that were all stuck in the right lane start trying to make some time, and they're cutting over into the left lane and back and forth. That's probably what's going on. But we're going to clear the top of the hill here in just a second. Alrighty guys, we are almost into Camp Verde. Just starting down Copper Canyon. See how this goes. Hopefully everybody will behave themselves. Not do anything crazy. Not much traffic on the hill right now, so that's good. Just try not to get bunched up with anybody down here. Leave plenty of room in front of me. Watch as far down the hill as I can, watching for brake lights. Got to pay attention to the guys right in front of you too, but looking way down the hill will give you a heads up before something happens that you have to react to suddenly. I don't think I'll have to use the brakes very much at all, if at all. Just let the jake brake do its thing. I actually have to keep giving a little bit of throttle to keep up speed. Since we're empty, we're light, and the jake brake does a really good job when we're light. So good. There's still a pretty good line of traffic behind us, but let's guy in the U-Haul is slowing down a little bit more than he probably needs to. That's alright. Gotta go at whatever speed you're comfortable at, I guess. He may have never driven anything bigger than that little car on the back of that U-Haul up until this, so he might be a little nervous. Probably doesn't help having me behind him, so we'll go on around. Well, here we are. This is the cutoff to McGuireville, Montezuma's Well, and this is what's known locally as Rimrock. This is where our yard is up here. To wait for, but not too bad. Takes me a little bit to get going here, and it also my trailer, because of the angle of this turn, I end up in the road on the opposite lane for quite a little bit, so I don't like to pull out in front of anybody. There we go. Back to the yard. It's only about less than a half a mile up here around this corner. Probably more like a quarter of a mile. Little industrial area up here. There's a few different businesses. There's a excavating place. Looks like there's one that has well drilling. There's one that's like a little scrap yard, wrecking yard. There's our yard. Whole mishmash of stuff up here. Try to come in the yard really slow. It's extremely dry and dusty, and lots of big truck traffic in here all day long. Just pulverizes the dirt down to the fine, like baby powder. And make a heck of a dust cloud if you come in here too fast. The wind's trying to kick up a little bit. Sweep around over here, find an empty parking spot, dump this trailer off. I'll call it a day. Let's see, do I have a spot? Yeah. Yeah, way on the end over here. All right. Not bad. Hope this guy in this other truck knows I'm behind him. I'll make sure and let him know when I hop out. Okay, we are back at the yard. I'm going to cut this off and we'll catch you later.